Okay, so today is makeup for not taking enough pictures in January, despite it being February 1st. Anyways, but do what you gotta do. So, I have made like probably overkill the plans, right? So I'm like, okay, nice weather. Still in my PJs, so we're gonna get ready here in a second. I have picked out all kinds of outfits. I have picked out all kinds of poses. I'll need to warm up. I also need to film the personal practice. So I'll do that outside, kind of like amidst all the fun. Um, yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to leave like most of the day open to just kind of like, run back and forth and be changing and setting up so I can really try to get some solid shots. So that will look good for the calendar, and I'm excited to like make it a thing that y'all can vote on. So it's time to get ready. Oh, hey! How'd you get in here? So I was just thinking, because I have lots of brilliant ideas when I'm in the shower, like the most, like that's when they like come to me. Like I almost have to like have like maybe like a little notepad here. But for the calendar, right? So like the poses, and then maybe like on each month, like a little bit about like this like the story, the parable, behind the pose if there is one, as well as like this is what they can't do, like a little tip or something like it's appropriate for that time of year, maybe like a little recipe or I don't know, something cool like that, and maybe have it be like a lunar calendar. Okay. On to the next step. So, doing lots of interesting changes this year. And one of them, I basically have a whole year-long education thing going on. So I should be offering all kinds of new, interesting tidbits as we go along here. But first was, okay, so a little backstory. In case you don't know, we moved, my husband and I basically, this is where I wanted, even when I was like a little kid, like I wanted to live on property. I wanted to have all the animals, so it's always been a dream. And then making it happen, I was working for botanical gardens in the city. I was like, I had spent a decade in horticulture work with plants, and I was like, I just really hate having a boss. I really hate having that 9 to 5 type schedule. And plants, there's nowhere to really grow. I don't know. So it's just like I needed to find my way out. And so I quit. I started cleaning houses, downsized into like a travel trailer, saving money, and then very fortunately got out here before everything exploded in price. With the idea that it's going to have a plant nursery, and that it didn't really, wasn't going to really need to make that much money. Doesn't, because the house is paid off and, just kind of like the bare minimum. But as I started doing things, I'm like, why does it have to be the bare minimum, So, why do I just need to survive? Like, why not thrive? And so that's kind of like what I'm looking into. Like, we're looking into some of these blocks of like why I don't think that I'm deserving. Why would I set a business up that only needs to make the bare minimum, and so therefore is only going to make the bare minimum? So probably closing the plant nursery thing down for several reasons. But my husband not being that much into it, his communication things, and then me being like a bulldog, like, oh, everyone, this is going to be the greatest thing, and this is what we're doing because this makes the most sense, yada yada yada. So I just kind of wasn't really like set up to thrive, and I think I'm in a place in my life where I want to thrive, and so and I just see this yoga thing going so far, and I'm just gonna increase what I have to offer, make it really badass, and yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you. Like, if you're making goals for the future, think about what your intention is behind them, and don't be afraid to go big, to think big, and to find ways to make your dreams come true. All right, well, I'm not very good at apparently this putting on and talking at the same time, so I'm gonna finish this and then we'll catch up soon. Okay, so this is the first outfit that I'm gonna use because it's rad, right? Like, isn't I got a lot of compliments on it, and then yeah, so I'm thinking, because everything's real kind of yellow, wintry, grayish right now, of like crow pose, but like having like the weeds like come up, so you could like see like, anyways, I have high hopes, so we'll see, and then I'm gonna go wander out there some and kind of like get an idea where I'm gonna set up, and then I have a different gimbal that will move around and allow me to be my own photographer. This is a one-woman show here, guys, so yeah, I do it all: editing, recording, teaching. Yeah, maybe someday I'll have help, but I just do the best I can. And yeah, so to be patient, because that's also the thing. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. So breathe and just know I'm going to spend time setting it up, making it look good. So, all right, fingers crossed. Okay, so I just got a whole bunch of, I haven't looked at them. I hope that there's some good ones on this outfit. Fingers crossed. So now I'm going to change, get a new vibe going, and see where that takes us. Okay, so onward. I kind of like a different place. It looks a little bit more, I don't know, Savannah-y. I don't know what the right word is. Here, let's see. Yes, so get an idea. Looks pretty cool. The weeds didn't get quite as high, but they need to be knocked down because we're gonna have fire season soon, so it'll look bald before long. And unfortunately, we haven't had any rain really, so there's no wildflowers either. No springtime wildflowers. It's kind of a bummer. All right, well, I'm gonna get this personal practice filmed. So I'm gonna get warm back up again and then do some more photos. And then I have critters to take care of. And then I'll come back out around sunset and get another outfit. It's a different kind of views and then call it good. Okay, well that was fairly successful. I still have like the sunset practice this evening, but I want to start editing. So on this like behind the scenes type thing. So I'm throwing in a bunch that you can kind of check out, and then I'll be picking like my favorites for you all to vote on. Which ones you think should be for January. And maybe February will be a little more on top of things, but I don't know. I think I got a whole bunch. And then don't forget, like, what you're not gonna see is there's gonna be some sunset pictures. So yeah, but I'll post those later for you to check out too, so no worries. It is funner than I expected, and I'm really happy to use the little gimbal thing that I have. I don't use it as often. It really makes things like the quality better, but it's when I use it for recording video, it squishes the microphone wire and then it doesn't pick up the sound, and so it's like, I don't know, maybe I would need, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I would fix that problem, because how it holds the phone and then where the wire comes to connect for the microphone, and then it like squishes it, how it holds it in there. Yeah, so trying to give you a better visual. Okay, well, I think that's a wrap, and I'm super stoked, so yeah.